Why do you think there's a different level of scrutiny for an older man dating a younger woman versus an older woman dating a younger man? Do you get the question?
We've done this before.
So just
I
kind of
noticed it.
talk to us about why do you think that's a big thing? Yeah. I'll let the ladies go first. Go ahead.
Because of society, I feel like it's, I mean,
If you talk about it, someone should have an answer really fast, right?
because I don't
because
want to
men were the
repeat
leaders.
myself.
Because here's the thing: let's all go to the Bible. Men are the leaders, women are the incubators. We have to give them something to incubate, bro. So here's the thing: I'll start it off. The reason why this is because reality is pro women. All right, nobody gives a shit about men. Maybe years ago, men, you could be a patriot and do all this, and they'll be like, "Wow, that's a good man." Now, if you're that, they'll call you high testosterone, toxic masculinity. You hate women, do all this shit. So anytime a woman basically does anything that puts her in the benefit, it's always gonna be, get it, bitch. Yes, honey, you got this. Oh my God, get this. Do you get that young man? So at the end of the day, it's anything that's gonna put the woman to benefit. So she getting that young, getting the pipe down. They're gonna be like, get it.
No, I'm sorry. This is why I didn't want to say it because
see, there we go. She's incubating.
No,
good job. This is what you're making.
No, I didn't want to say it, but because I feel like it depends on the setting as to why they're scrutinized. Because I feel like society expects older men to go for younger women because in you guys' eyes, age, devalues you. Even though sometimes people don't know how old you are based on how you look. If you're aging well, like she's 25, I'm 31. I don't think there's a huge difference in our looks, but whatever. No, I don't think I look super old or anything.
Well, hold on, you gotta remember this. It's not necessarily about a you versus her thing. It's a you versus you thing. So maybe not you, but for most women, they look better at 25 than they did 31. For most women. Now,
that's fair.
I think y'all on a certain level, you're right. There's not a difference between the prettiness of you guys, but again, it's just like more of a you versus a you versus her kind of thing. That's just how most people.
In real talk, I think with the internet and stuff like that, I think women are aging well. The ones that are taking care of themselves, the ones that are just kind of doing whatever. But there are women that are aging well. But even with them aging well, you could be a woman that's 33. There's just a certain radiance that just a young person has, just like a younger person has. A girl at 33, she's going to be more happier just for no reason at 23, just because it's just simple, just life.
Ignorance is bliss. So.
Yeah,
that's just what it is. I mean, even, what I'm saying, even working with children, they're at a happiness level that I could never fucking touch. Even if I could just try, they're just, everything is happy because they just have that innocence. So it's just at the same time, it's just, certain things just leave with age.
And it kind of goes down to, like we were just saying too, Oliver, it's like, when you get older, you just get hardened to life. We were talking about it earlier. Like you always got something happening to your job, messing up, losing friends, family members getting sick. It's always something.
If I was a girl, I'd be terrible. I would not be a catch. I'd be pissed off all the time, be irritated. So that's what I said. I see. I get it.
And even
but on a man, that looks good, unfortunately.
No, it does. But even Destiny, like she has a certain kind of just like
now
she's full of shit. She's like,
why are you saying this? Okay,
she's still like bubbly. You know what I'm saying? She comes in just like, hey, how you guys doing? I'm so sorry, this, that, and the third. Like she has a certain like thing about life that's attractive.
It's
that's a me
that's
thing.
Nah, when you get 30 years old,
I was gonna say
that ain't gonna be the same.
Because Milan is her age, and Milan and Destiny are like night and day.
But what
experience matters.
I was going to say, and not putting nobody's business out there, but think of the things that Milan's been through and things Destiny's been through. It's two different things. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a lot more. My point is, the older you get, the more likely you've had some trauma, and there can be women that are younger that aren't as bubbly,
a lot like that now.
But I would argue that's because they've been through something.
They're going through more experience.
Exactly. Most women who are younger have not been through such experiences, therefore they're more bubbly.
Because let me tell you something, man. Even when it comes to dealing with women, the first thing that women say, and I was arguing with Danielle last time, was, "Oh, you want them because they're easier, more manipulative, all this other shit." I say, listen, let's say that case was true.
It is true sometimes.
Okay, that's cool. But let's say, let's say that was okay. But let's say that let's go ahead and buy that. If you're dealing with a good man that's ready for commitment, why is that such a bad thing? If he's a good man, he's in shape, he has his money right, all he's going to do is just build you up. So even you being naive and following him, you're going to have a better life as a result. So why is that such a bad thing? If he's a good man. Now, if you, like I said, you're dealing with some F-boy or you're dealing with some of that, that's bad. But if you're dealing with a good man that's ready to settle down, that wants to take care of you, that wants the best for you, that's what we do. We're cultivators. Read the Bible. We build y'all. God will never give you a perfect woman. It's our job to build you guys, not to make you different from who you are, but to make you better. and y'all make us better in the process through teaching y'all. So it's like if dealing with a good man, I don't see why that's such a bad thing.
That's not usually the dynamic between
it's
an
not,
older
it's not,
man and a young girl, though, because they both want different things. He's not typically building her up. He's getting sex from her.
Exactly.
He's exposing her to new things, but it's usually a short-term relationship. It's not a long-term transaction.
No,
it's
right.
not. Well, so that
majority
because,
of the time,
well, I mean, the average relationship is what, 7 to 10 years?
Average marriage.
I guess
I don't
we'll
think
put, I guess we'll
average
put it in marriage.
relationship is 7
Yeah, I
marriage.
think average marriage.
What is it, 7 to
is
10 years?
7 to
For a
10
marriage,
years.
yeah.
Not a relationship though. The average relationship is like.
But I mean,
it's like 2 years.
Yeah.
I think.
But I mean, would that be proving the point? Oh, we talking about like much older, like 20 years difference.
Usually,
Because 7 to 10 years, that's what I was talking on.
Wait, were you talking about the length of relationship or the difference in age between partners? What were you
Not
talking
age
about?
between partners.
Okay, that's different. So yeah, I think it's 7 to 10. Yeah.
You think? Well, technically, for the statutory
I think it's actually
rate
7,
thing,
but go
it's
ahead.
7 years for it to be considered.
Who
like,
bought in statutory? That's
no,
crazy.
I'm just saying no, because that's usually
See, that's
also
what. So when we was
frowned
having the Taylor
upon,
Swift
like,
arguments, you was bringing a random point.
No, I'm not, because because this is what I was getting at about the setting, because you'll have a teacher that's like 25 dating a 17-year-old.
Well,
hopefully not.
We talked about that.
Or an 18-year-old.
Okay, there we go. That's better.
And it doesn't matter. It's 17 or 18. It doesn't matter because it's still that 7-year time
Well, hold
period.
on,
And they're a senior in high school.
Can we just?
well,
Those
speaking in
teachers are
reference to that,
that's a different thing. And before
25-year-old dude, he's probably an idiot. I mean,
Facts.
Or a woman, because there have been women who have been caught doing that.
yeah.
We talked about that last show, but my point is, I don't want to kind of get into like when I'm saying younger. Let's assume everybody's above 18. Okay, so let's kind of leave the under 18 thing out of it. That's a whole different conversation. I do agree with you. A lot of women that actually do, do that with schools and things like that. But let's just assume in this example, everybody's above 18, just for conversation, so to keep things nice and succinct.
Okay.
You gonna say something, Oliver?
Oh no, I was trying to follow what you were saying.
Well,
Go
also it does depend as well, because like you said, sometimes women will cheer their girl on if they got a younger dude, but then there are a lot of women that look down on them because men will get praised for dating a younger woman because that's arm candy and that's expected. But for a woman to date somebody she's twice as old as, it's like, oh, she's desperate. Why she can't get somebody her age? A lot of women look at them like that as well.
Yeah, they get a lot
especially if they're in the same age bracket as a woman that's doing it.
I don't know if I agree with that. Like,
I see it often.
And I see it.
I see it with men saying like, "Why can't you get somebody on?"
That's what I'm saying.
I see it on.
I see it with women too. I'm not gonna put people out there, but like even like our parents' friends, I'm not gonna put nobody out there. I've seen them do that. Like not my parents, but like I've seen their friends do that.
Yeah.
Like there's a woman, she lives in Vegas. She like forever 21 in her 50s dating somebody that's 25.
Now I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Now I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Before I retired, I did date my fair share of older women because I do actually got a thing for older women, believe it or not.
No, you're not lying.
like 10 years plus. Don't know why it's always been like that. But the thing is, it's like usually with situations like that, they usually know it's usually not a long-term thing. I mean, you can mess with each other for like a year, like 2 years, but like seriously dating, I say that's usually a rare case.
Not for women, because you know what? I've seen it. Because I've seen a lot, even with a lot of court cases, they're suing the young guy because there are women that can't find somebody their age. Because let's be real, like it's harder to date at that age than it is when they were younger. So they meet this young guy, the young guy's using them. And at that age, a lot of women should be established and a lot of them are at that point. So
but usually they're just smashing though. Sorry? I said usually they're just smashing. Like usually guys? It's just like usually like you said, the guy is just using.
No, sometimes the guys don't have no home, don't have no money, and the woman's paying for everything. I've seen that a lot of times. They're done couch surfing. They're I'm just saying, like they're settled somewhere, they're getting fed, the woman's cooking for them, catering to them, and they still out younger girls.
But this doesn't mean that they're in a long-term relationship though.
No, but the woman expects that because he's living in her household, and I've seen them get emotionally attached to those men, and they get hurt when they find out they're being cheated on.
I see where y'all going. Y'all kind of going and like
I've seen that less. Usually women kind of know like he's young, like he already know he's gonna probably be dealing with younger girl. Like they already kind of know that. They kind of more so accept it.
Like to your point, Oliver, I think, and let's keep it a buck. Older women are dating these younger guys not because they want to. I always say a woman's not doing anything for you out of pity or out of spite or because she loves you. It's because her options aren't really there. Yep. You see what I'm saying? Because if she had a man that she actually was considered that was on her age or above her in a more ideal a more ideal space because women look for security, provision, and providing. And the older a man does, assuming he's on his stuff, the more likely he has those resources. But a woman will deal with the guy that's younger a lot of the time because a lack of options. And even sometimes that man might not have the experience of life, but women are always constantly worried about tomorrow. Like, oh my God, they're having high anxiety levels. What am I going to eat tomorrow? Why is my life like this? A man, even if he doesn't have shit, he come in and say, I don't have shit, but I'm still going to like basically still show you how life works. He still has a certain freedom and a certain carefreeness about him that most women envy. You see what I'm saying? So something that woman's getting from that man, whether it's sexually or that kind of attitude of I don't give a fuck, even if I don't have it. You kind of follow what I'm saying?
No, and also there are older women that want to feel young again. By doing that, it like revitalizes them.
Go ahead, Dustin.
Okay, so I understand what you're saying, but I know a lot of older women, like, even. But
why are you putting?
They don't know who it first name.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Exactly. But basically, women, I feel like the reason why they reach down to younger males is because also their libido goes up, and men their age, their stuff goes down, sexual desire. That's and here's the thing, y'all can keep younger men like yourselves. Y'all was with a woman who's 50, 60. Her thing is all the way up through the roof, and you can keep up. But the younger guy, I mean, the older
she's on menopause.
That's he's spitting bars right now.
No, but it's the truth, and you can keep up. So I think that's the reason why a lot of women do reach down, especially if you're a widow and your husband done died, and then 30-year-old Thomas over there can.
She doesn't act her age though. I don't think she
never asked her age.
She hasn't come to terms with the fact that she's 60
plus. Her mini skirt is shorter than mine.
That's what I'm saying. She never fully.
I'll make the argument that a lot of females are
older.
That a lot of females are going to have that mindset when they grow up. A lot of females in this generation.
What mindset, bro?
And it's like she said that she don't act her age and stuff like that. I think there's going to be a lot of females that are like that because a lot of females I'm still a boss and I'm still this and I'm still look good and I'm like,
that's because of the culture, though.
Hold on, the conversation going full circle, and that's what I was trying to tell you, bro. That's why Taylor Swift is so possible because she basically is what a white America wants to be, a 35 to 50-year-old demographic still live like this 16 to 17. That's what it basically is.
That's fair. I never doubted them. I never said when it gets you with her marketing. But the thing is like I'm just saying, usually that mindset, though, most women are not usually, they don't live in reality.
Yeah.
And social media kind of messes that up.
I think older men do that too, because there's just want to act young again. Like they just want to be out in the streets with the boys, or even like I'm seeing like freaking generals, not necessarily like in my agency, but like very frat boy mentality. Yes. And they're very old. And they're like retirement age.
60.
Okay.
Not to say that's very old, but they're old.
No, it's pretty old. I ain't gonna lie.
I think we all go through a thing of like a midlife crisis. We all kind of we realize that we have more sunsets behind us than we have in front of us. So we start thinking like, okay, damn, how can I reclaim my youth? And men do that to a certain extent too. But the difference is with women, it's more of an emotional kind of thing. Like, and they want to latch onto these guys for different reasons. Like we were saying, maybe it might be the sex, maybe it's the fact he doesn't have anything, but he's still carefree. Like. Women gotta just want
to feel needed.
I think
they got all that. They got all that money.
But he also can keep up. That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
The keeping up thing
is like, damn, my husband can't even keep up anymore.
It is a big thing, and like Destiny, it's funny you say that. I
provided for you for all these years, and you're gonna go with some young guys.
It's all right, baby. I go get some Viagra.
Because like God,
trust me, I don't think God
is very fair. And when I say this, is like because most guys, when we're at our horniness, we don't have the resources to attract the amount of women that we have when we're horny, like when we're young and horny and like kind of sterile. But God plays the kind of cool joke on y'all on the other end. Like when y'all at y'all's most horniness, he starts taking away options. Y'all don't really have the desirability and the natural beauty to really get those men. Y'all can always give away sex, but remember, your options are more about quality and not quantity. Ours is about quantity, not necessarily quality. It becomes quality when we want to get married. But when we're just trying to hit something,
the Bible.